Well, good morning. It's March 22nd, 2022 on my way into the day job. Yesterday I did not have any additional work for the primary job. I did do the secondary source of income, and overall it was a pretty good night. I got home about 10:45-ish, and it was just good to get back into the groove. So yesterday I did manage to get all of the Quicken data entered from Tracy's trip and whatnot, and the Acorns transactions, the roll-up funds and the purchases, and also managed to get all of the Facebook videos onto the fan page. And then I started working on the Once Invested document, and we're kind of in a section right now for IRAs. And it was just kind of interesting. With IRAs, you have the ability to throw money into an individual retirement account that grows tax-free. So one of the questions that was raised was, why would you trade inside of a regular account where the majority of it might get taken away as tax revenue, capital gains, when you can trade inside of an IRA and let that money grow and compound much faster. The downside is it's difficult to take that money out without some type of a penalty. So yes, you do have the ability to grow that money much faster and into a larger amount, but you have a difficult time gaining access to it. So one was, set up the individual retirement. I think under 50 years old, up to 49 years old, you're able to sock away $6,000 per year into an individual retirement account, and I believe you get to deduct that also from your taxes. And if you're 59 or older, I think they bumped that up to over $7,000 at the time of this video. And so that's roughly $500 versus $583 per month to sock away, which would help with that doubling effect that we talked about. That you're constantly contributing to that fund, which just helps it to grow that much more and kind of help to offset any of the losses that you're going to take inside of those different accounts. So the other thing was, if you're a sole proprietor, you can set up a KEOG, I believe it's called, IRA, and that ties to a sole proprietorship. And you have the ability to, for instance, in these next structures, the sole proprietorship and a corporation, you're allowed to have employees inside of your business. So one of the wealth building concepts is to hire your kids. And if you hire your kids, now granted my kids are all over 18 years old except for Aaron, and but I'd be able to sock away $6,000 per year, have her work with the business, and that minimizes as a payroll deduction $6,000 out of the business. That becomes a write-off for the business, sheltering that $6,000 from taxation, puts it inside of her account where she is helping out around the business to move it forward, and at the same time putting that inside of a tax shelter where it's growing and compounding, so that by the time she's an adult, she's got a nice little nest egg started. And you can do that same concept not only with a KEOG IRA, but you can also, inside of a corporation, set up a pension plan. And I believe the pension plan allows you to sock away much more. I need to delve into this a little bit more, but I think it was somewhere around $53,000 or $57,000 per individual. So now remember, not only hiring your kids, but hiring your spouse as well, even though they may or may not be doing anything, and giving them a 1099 and or a W-2 but then you have other tax ramifications. But you're able to sock away $6,000 for your spouse and $6,000 for your kids. That's $12,000 as a payroll expense out of your family, and putting that $12,000 into a sheltered account, for those individuals. So, there's a lot of different wealth building strategies, and we probably need to read some more books on that. We probably need to consult with a tax attorney. Probably need to consult with a CPA, a certified public accountant, and figure out what is the best path as a starting point and a growth plan, for this endeavor that we're about to take. But you can see that there are ways of socking away that money and having it grow much faster and tax-free. Another side note is that in a corporation, as a pension, however you write that pension plan up, you do have the ability to allow for personal loans, and there is no tax penalty like there is taking it out of a straight IRA account. So, just there's a lot of questions, a lot of planning that needs to go into this different stuff, and we don't want to get stuck in this area, but it does raise some questions that need to get asked, and then take action on the information that we receive. So, Thomas's birthday is coming up, March 26th. Nana's birthday, I believe, is March 23rd. And I asked Brianna yesterday if she was doing anything special, for her brother on his birthday, and I got no reply. So, don't know if she just did not see the message, or if she's just keeping silent so that she doesn't get stuck in the middle of anything. Not that there's anything to get stuck in the middle of. It was just simply a question as to what she is doing. So, all right, well, I'm almost to work. I'm going to go ahead and end this because it's almost 7 o'clock, and text messages will knock me off of this video recording. So I hope you all have a great day. We're starting to come into more daylight hours and longer days, which hopefully means more productivity and more time to get things done. So I'm going to end on that and let you get to your task list and things that need to get done. And remember to love your kids. If you don't have any kids, love your siblings' kids, or just simply pick a child out there because they bring a lot of joy to your life. So, all right, have a great night. Talk to you later.